Okay, can we have a big round of applause, please, for Andy V. Frost? Thank you. Thank you.
I had a few poems planned, and I looked out, and there were all these adults picnicking with their children, and so I saved the swearing ones for tonight. I'm a Malden boy. When I'm not on my bike, coming into London can be awkward here and a few other places, so I'm on the tube. This is Suburban Boy Blues. Going down, deep down, deeper, deeper, deeper down, escalator, underground, onto the tube for London town. Some wearing frowns, some dressed in gowns, others look like clowns, all going to the same old place at turgid hell called London town. Banging, clanging, whistling sounds, noisy rattling underground. All a truly awful sound with humanity's stench and band. You tense up like a spring high wound. Do you really want the underground to get to that sewer called London town? And just like the colour it's Creta, it's all turd brown. Sewers run underground, so does crappy underground to reach the cesspit hell called London town. And yet I love it all to bits, that noisy, smelly underground, that swamp of Satan, London town, because it's my very own shitty city. And yeah, the doors. Also the gauge on some of the ends of the seats. To give TfL London Underground a credit somewhat, they have cleaned up a bit from when I was younger. Now, as I said, I'm from Malden. This one sprung up out of nowhere, and it's my whole life. This is the Northern Line. That black line running deep beneath London runs deep in me. Deeper than the line I could draw with my fingers on the filthy wooden sills of 38 Stock before grandmother's or mother's slap would stop me in my tracks. Deeper than the Wandle, flowing below and beside New Merton Build Mills. My father worked there, under the shadow of that ugly grey tower block at Collier's Wood. Deeper than the foundations and the roadworks. On the North Circular. Excuse me. Deeper than the foundations for the flyovers and roadworks of the North Circular. At Staples Corner and the start of the M1, where my grandfather travelled to for so long via Edgware to repair the trench diggers and pile drivers that made them. Deeper than Screen Free at the Piccadilly Plaza, with a late night showing of a good new film to ice and cherry a great date out around Soho and Leicester Square. Deeper than the poetry that I would travel into here in Central or Northern, East End or West End, before drinking long and deep into the night with like-minded friends. That black line running deep beneath London runs deep in me. I had a bit of a funny year writing, funny 12 months. But my mate did a photographic exhibition, Project 269, a shot from each of the underground stations, and somewhere along the line I workshopped myself into doing a memoirs and thoughts of somewhat reluctant underground user, a little series of vignettes. I'm not going to do all of them, but I'll do a few. Boy, yes boy, I'm 52. I saw you pry your new falls book bag wide open, remove that thick, sumptuous, weighty volume open and devour every image and bit of text your eyes lit upon. You couldn't wait till you got home. Me, 6 feet away, wanted to look too, fought the urge to snatch it out your hands. And before I go much further, these are all true. Ah, my fellow sweater commuters across the aisle. And those on my side reflecting in the windows. You're all wired up, plugged in, zoned out, avoiding any possibility of interaction with your tribe. I want an app to short all your devices. Your resulting writ smiles a gift of freedom from a fellow human. Dear lady, it's been an unexpected pleasure to share like banter in this bag of crisps with you. Just now though, I need you to bid farewell or get off at the next stop so I can concentrate on remembering my words for the poetry gig I'm going to. I got told a certain presenter nearby to me got his bottom pinched the other day. Now, I was coming home from here one night. I was finishing off a cigarette and I was approached by a lady. And I gave her a cigarette because I was in a generous mood. That's rare. And I found myself, let the words. Oh, thank you for stroking my ego. That was hot, as were you. But I've already mentioned my age and I'm shattered, heading home. No way up for disco. Blow me. Was disco euphemism for jiggy in a dark alley with you and perhaps a knife-wielding compadre? That was the fault on the tube on the way home. I can't explain. As my friend said, he was discombobulated. I was too. It was a nice thrill for a gentleman of my age, though. I won't pretend. Now, I'm going to finish off with my favourite vignette, my favourite story of all. 9 o'clock news. Not the 9 o'clock news. Jersey Shore, 1984. Big Brother, Edge of Darkness, Exorcist. Who'd have thought that playing charades at midnight on the last train home with a bunch of strangers could be such fun. Thank you, strangers. Thank you, everyone.
Andy Frost!